Okay, when we're multiplying with algebra, there's 3 steps we need to follow. First of all, we need to check the sign of both the numbers, and that will help us to work out whether our answer is going to be positive or negative. Then we go ahead and multiply the numbers. Then we combine any letters together at the end. Now, I've also drawn up here as just a quick reference, just a reminder of if we're multiplying 2 positives, that equals a positive, 2 negatives is a positive, and a positive and a negative is a negative. So if we're looking at this first one, then both of these numbers are positive because we can't see a sign. So if you can't see it, that means it's positive. So that means we can tick off that first step. Step 2, multiply the numbers. So 5 times 2 is 10. And then step 3, combine the letters. So there's only one letter in this one, and that's the A, and so that gets put on after the 10. And so that's it. They're the 3 steps. Obviously the problems can get harder, and we'll look at a few more examples now where they do get harder. So for our next example, we're going to look at 7p times by minus 3p. So first of all, we're going to check the sign. Now in this example, we've got an invisible sign here, which is a positive. And for the 3, we can see that there's a negative sign there. So a positive and a negative makes a negative overall. Then we go ahead and multiply the numbers. So 7 times 3 is 21. And then we multiply the letters or combine the letters. In this case, we've got a P and a P. So P times P, we will just write as P squared. And that means P times P. So we get minus 21 P squared. Let's have a look at another one. So for the next one, we'll do minus 4mn times by minus 5. We'll go mnq. So again, start off by looking at the signs. We can see at the start here that we have 2 negatives, and so 2 negatives will make a positive. Then we multiply the numbers. 4 times 5 is 20. And then we go ahead and multiply or combine together any of the letters. So we've got an m times an m, that's an m squared. We've got an n times an n, that's an n squared. And then we've got a q with nothing else to multiply it with, so that q gets multiplied on at the end there. And so remember, even though we're combining all these things, it really is still multiplying them, because in algebra we don't show the multiplication sign. But if we were to expand this here, what that would really be is 20 times m squared times n squared times q. That's what we're writing there. We're just not showing the multiplying signs. All right, let's do one last example. So let's go 4x squared times by negative 3y. So you have a go at this one. I'll give you a minute to do it. Pause the video and then you can check the answer. All right, how did you go? Let's have a look. So first up, we're going to check the signs. So in this one here, there's an invisible positive. In this one here, there's a negative. So a positive and a negative makes a negative. Then we're going to multiply the numbers. 4 times 3 is 12. Then we're going to combine any of the letters. So we've got an x squared. There's no other x's, so that goes on there. Then we've got a y. There's no other y's, so that just goes on there. And we get minus 12 x squared y. So that's it. When it comes to multiplying, check the sign, multiply the numbers, and combine the letters. And remember your rules